Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Thank you guys for being here. Good morning to everyone. Happy New Year. We are in a New Year's 2024, guys. Yes, it's the second day of the new year. Thank you guys for spending your morning with me. I really appreciate you. Yes, yes, and yes. All 23 of you so far. I think everybody else must be still sleeping. I wish I was because I'm a little sleepy still. But nevertheless, we are here. We have a great show for you. This is Chronicles. I am Caramel Rail. For those of you who don't know, joining for the very first time. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. Hopefully you got your coffee and your tea and you're getting where you need to be this morning. Thank you. Let's see who got here this morning. We got Carla Johnson here. Gloria Williams is here. Janice Jones is here. Miss Lady One is here. Linda Gamble is here. Rose Armstead is in the building. Who else we got? Siobhan Foster is here. Who else we got? Laverne Wolford is here. Angela Cuff is here. Yolanda Gordon is here. Camille Rail is here now. April Pearson is here. Les Moore is here. Kelly Davis, thank you for being here. Tawana Zeta Mom is here. Darlene Mungan is here. Deborah Valentine is here. Kim Jones is here. BC Jones 541 is here. Chevelle Carter is here. Fredrice Williams, thanks for being here. Tar, thanks for being here. Shantae Mason, thanks for being here. Kelly S is in the building. Petty Ann, thank you so much. And Harriet Westmore and everyone else coming in. Thanks, Infant Tissues. My degree is real. Thanks for being here. All right, let's get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment, okay? Oh, y'all, I'm still waking up. Oh, these mornings be rough. I'm not a morning person, y'all. I promise you. I'm trying to get through it, Lord. And I don't drink coffee. So after my live, I'm going to have to get my tea because I really didn't have time to make any this morning. So I'm going to have to get my tea to kind of give me that extra oomph so I can wake up. I took a B12, but the bitch ain't kicked in yet. But we're going to get through it. All right, so we got some great topics. Let's get into them. Ooh. Your boy is still acting up out here. We kind of talked about him a little bit yesterday. There's some new developments on that. He is attacking bloggers. And y'all know we don't like that. We don't like the bloggers. Most of us, we try to stand together when it comes to our own because we like that's our peers. You know, I see that as my peer. Some of them. Some I don't fool with. And some I do. And I ain't saying no names and I ain't trying to start no shit. But y'all know what it is. But anywho and anyway, Martel Child, he is out here attacking blogger DJ Richie Sky. I don't like that because I like DJ Richie Sky. I watch his commentary. He don't bother nobody. You don't never hear him in no shit. Like he keeps it, you know, straight YouTube and then he get off. And that's my goal. I'm trying to do the same thing. But I didn't like that. Martel, like, he was doing a lot. So let's get into that before we get into the real meat and potatoes of why we're here. Now, you guys know yesterday I reported that Martel did this long rant. A lot of people were thinking that it was Ariane or maybe a PR person that might have typed it up because y'all know Martel, he only deals in leapfrog antics, okay? So we're going to backtrack and then come forward, all right? So for those of you who don't know, let me catch you all up on what's going on with Martel. Now, you guys know the season finale of Love and Marriage Huntsville aired where he was upset after Melody kind of, I guess, threw him on Front Street to show that, one, he wasn't taking care of the children like he needed to. Two, he was seen on there pretty much begging her to take him back. He was seen with his wedding ring on. He was seen multiple times apologizing to her, at which she was not accepting his apology and allowing him to gaslight her. So he's trying to say that whole scene was set up by Carlos King and that it was lies. And he said, oh, we're actors. I'm an actor out here and that's what I was doing. And production put me up to do it and to bring her flowers. Bullshit, Martel. Because I said before, did production put you up to buy Mel 10 dozens of roses when you bought them for her before? Like, did production make you like stalk her, like sit outside her house? Like, you know, all the things that you've been doing, like, it's crazy. So let's go ahead and read what he had to say. He says, I don't want her back. This scene is me playing teen ball. I was asked to meet with Melody and Carlos called me after me telling other producers that I'm not taking her flowers. He says that she got me in court saying that I'm abusing my kids. Now she has merchandise saying that she's against abuse. She tried to get me. He says that Carlos begged me to take her effing flowers. Says, talking about the Holt's need to take the show back. Says that my only question was that did y'all talk to Melody? Says that the answer was yes. So I was down. Says, but just like you were delusional about at South, whoever it is that he added and tried to bring in the conversation, warning you back, says that it's the same over here. Says the frustration that you see on my face is her not doing what the producer said that she was going to do. Says that all this shit is definitely for TV. We are actors. That's what he's saying. Says that Carlos, don't delete this. Let's have a real conversation. Says that I might be getting a phone call to fire me after this comment. Sorry, but you guys are not going to continue to villainize me and make me out to be an abuser, a stalker, or making it seem like I want Melody back. Says I'm done with y'all making me out to be something that I'm not. Says film my real life or don't film me at all. Okay, now that's what he had to say. Let me just say this. Martel, first of all, you are an abuser. Your son told your ex-wife that you put hands on him and drew blood from him. It's in court documentation, okay, which is why you were ordered by the courts not to do any type of disciplining your children as it relates to physical. Tank was hit with a back scratcher and you hit him out of anger and you drew blood. When he told Melody that, Melody contacted her lawyer, which then it was taken to the courts. And it was also found in court documentation that you were making the kids eat soap and hot sauce as a form of corporal punishment. So please do not sit up here and try to paint yourself out to be this awesome dad, because you have not done that. You've taken your anger out on your children. It is court documented. Like I said, go back and look at the Queen Sheba interview where she sat down and interviewed Martel, where he started getting very frustrated and angry when those things were brought out in court documents. Okay. Yes, go check it out, because Queen Sheba read out what was said in the documents. And little Tank, which is their son, did verbalize that he was hit by his father and blood was drawn. So if you drew blood from him, you hit him hard enough to where it was seen by the courts as abuse, Martel. So you're gonna need to retract that. You're gonna need to calm down and think about the things that you say and or do, okay? Because you are being held accountable. Your kids are suffering because of the situation that you put them in, because you could not keep your mess in your pants and you wanted to be controlling. And you used your children and you hurt your children in an effort to get back at their mother. And that, sir, is a form of abuse. If you yelled at your children in anger because your ex-wife would not take you back, that is emotional and psychological abuse. I don't care how you look at it. We're going to call a spade over here. And I like to slap my spades down. Period. Be mad. Do what you do. You want to take your anger out on the bloggers. You want to take it out on production and Carlos and everybody else and holler about, oh, fire me or film my real life or don't film it at all. We don't really want to see your ass on the show, period. Carlos been giving you grace because he know you don't have shit else going on. But don't sit here and try to act like you big and bad. And then when he do pull the plug on your ass and fire you from the show, then you can't do shit because you ain't doing it now. You don't pay child support for your children, but you got money to be taking Ariane out to eat. You see the distinction? Like, stop the bullshit, Martel. Now you want to attack bloggers because they're telling your truth when you won't tell it. That's our job. I'm going to continue to do that on my platform. And I hope to God you don't come on mine with the bullshit, because I don't have no chill. I'm dragging the fuck out of you if you come over here on that shit that you did with DJ Richie Sky. Because you know that for years you've been on the mess, Martel. Ariane has been on it with you. And if she come over here on that bullshit, I'm dragging her ass too. I'm trying to tell you. And I told you, 2024, I ain't taking that bullshit no more. Let's go ahead and get into the message that he went off on DJ Richie Sky. I didn't like that shit, but let's get into it. So DJ Richie Sky wrote on an IG message saying, yo, he's wild, LOL. Says, just last episode, he was screaming at Miss Nell about, then he says, never mind, let me mind my business, and then put a laughing emoji. Martel then hits back because DJ Richie Sky has 62 comments where people were just like, you're right. They were agreeing with him. Martel was pissed about that. So he hops in the comments and says, at DJ Richie Sky, nah, comma, you wild. This fake ass narrative they're pushing is wild. Says, plus, yes, mind your business. And Nell should have did the same. How the fuck is Nell gonna mind her business when you coming up to her house? You pulled up to Nell's house, Martel, to talk about Melody and get her advice on how you should proceed with trying to get her back. So how the fuck you want her to mind her business when you come into her house on her property, bringing that fake ass wine to sit up and yet again try to get a scene out of somebody else because you ain't got shit to talk about but Melody. You don't want Melody back, but every single scene that they show you in, you're not talking about business because you don't have any. You're not talking about what you're doing outside the show because you ain't doing shit. You are talking about Melody, and you're wearing this ring, talking about you are manifesting, trying to be back with her. But as soon as somebody call you on your bullshit, all of a sudden you're acting, and production put you up to it. Don't tell people to stay out of your business when you put them in it. You put the Fletchers in your business. You sat on the show and said that you went to Chris Fletcher to talk to him about your situation with Melody and to get some insight on how to fix your relationship with Melody. So don't sit here and tell somebody to stay out your shit when you putting them in it. Psycho. Maybe you need to go back, since you're doing all this acting, maybe you need to stop acting and go back and re-look at these clips because this shit was filmed months ago. So the fact that you fake mad about it now is so amusing to me and everybody else watching the shit. Why are you so mad about this now when this shit was filmed months ago? The reunion was filmed months ago. So you are sitting up mad because we are reacting to something that just aired that was already filmed. You already knew we were going to see this. You already knew the reaction and what it was going to be. So stop with the bullshit, Martel. It's looking like you want a moment. You want a moment. You are mad because everything that you put out and the narrative that you put out about Melody and you being this awesome father, everything is starting to blow up in your face and the lies are starting to be revealed. Melody said it. This is the year of revelation. It's revealing time and you can't take that shit. You such a narc. You are a narc to your heart. Narcs do not, and I said it before, narcs don't like to be exposed. And when you do that, they find other ways to try to get back at you. Like, stop throwing daggers at other people that have nothing to do with your bullshit that you orchestrated and created. Lay in your shit. If you apologetic, then do that. Okay? You have no remorse for what you've done. And like Mel said, you continue to do shit. You apologize, but then you come back and then in this long rant, you attack her again. Like she said, no, you're not sorry. Because she knows you very well. She's seen this side of you one too many times. And it's time for you to grow the fuck up. Grow up or get the fuck off the show. And I'm sorry for my language this morning, guys, but it's so frustrating for a grown-ass man to not have shown any growth since you've been on this show. What have you, season 6 seasons, 6 years of the same shit from you, Martel. You have not grown up. Your children have grown up more than you. Sugar mama have grown up more than you, and you a grown-ass man. You're supposed to be her father, an example to your son who you abused. And you mad at everybody else because they remind you, like you say, everything is in the past. It's not that far in the past. It's not that far in the past. Keep your hands off them children because you mad that their mama won't come back. Stop talking shit about their mother in front of them and allowing them to be around your side chick who also do fucked up stuff to them as well. Mental abuse, psychological abuse. Like, stop it. That's why your ass is in trouble now. And I hope she forges ahead with this damn lawsuit with this revenge P for you and fucking Ariana, because y'all need a rude awakening. Martel's problem is he feels like he can't be touched and he feels like he running shit. And the fact that Melody will not kowtow and bow down to you like she did all those years out of fear, out of frustration, out of being tired of tolerating the bullshit. Like, it's enough. Enough is enough. Everybody see through you, Martel. Like they see through them cheap ass clothes that Ariana is selling over there. We see through you. We see you. It's not the bloggers' issue. It's not our fault. We didn't start this shit. All we did was report it. We're doing our jobs. Something that you don't have. So don't use this whole, tactic of if you don't show my real life, then I'm, don't show me at all. Great. Mr. Post and delete. Stand on your shit. I said it yesterday. Stand on it. Stop attacking and heal. When the courts have to make you go get help when you know you need help, Martel, it speaks volumes. You know you did some fucked up stuff to this girl. And then to sit on this show and say, it had I known that this was going to have me and you where we are in this space to where we couldn't be together and be cordial, I never would have done it. What the fuck did you think it was going to do, Martel? What did you think that this situation was going to do for you cheating on Melody and having a whole outside baby continuously? And we ain't even talking about the ones that you made her go out here and have an AB with Melody's money. How fucked up is that? Like, stop it. We're not doing this no more. We're not. All right, but that's all I got on him, child. Because listen, he's a hot ass mess. Shout out to DJ Richie Sky. I got much love for him. He does great commentary. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, check him out on YouTube. He absolutely covers Love and Marriage Huntsville as well. So shout out to him because he don't be in no mess. He don't. And I love his channel. I be over there all the time watching his stuff when I get a chance, and I hit the like button as well. So shout out to him and fuck you, Martel. All right, move on, child. You a hot ass mess. A hot ass mess. About you acting. Boy, it's not an act. Every fucking thing y'all talked about at that table were facts. It were factual things that actually happened. Yeah, I see y'all in there. Shout out to DJ Richard Sky. I have much love for him. I do. He don't bother no one. So that shit pissed me off. I said, I'm dragging the fuck out of him for that. But let's go on through the show, honey. Martel got a nerve. He's non-reading. If he focused that much attention on damn builder's license test, he could be great. Martel could be great if he focused and stop focusing on the childish bullshit. Like, he want to be something so bad. He want attention so bad. And I blame his sorry ass mama. Now, I don't like to talk about people mama, but it starts with her because you did not hold him accountable as a child with his behavior and him feeling entitled to feel like everybody owes his ass something. So now as an adult, he still feels the same way. Martel feels as an adult that Melody still owes him something. He does. And it's sad. I blame his mama because that's how you raised him. That's how you raised him, sis. And it's a hot ass mess. I'm glad she got the fuck away from you. And I'm glad she's staying away from you and didn't go back. I'm so happy. But let's move on to another topic, child, because, oh, Lord, I'm sick of him. I am so sick of him, Lord. All right, so in other news, honey, North Carolina pastor is accused of trying to push a wife's co-worker's head into a McDonald's deep fryer. I said, oh, not a pastor, child. Let's talk about it. A High Point, North Carolina pastor, honey, was recently arrested after being accused of trying to push his wife's co-worker's head into a McDonald's deep fryer for allegedly disrespecting her. Now, I'm all for a man stepping up for his wife and taking up for her because that's what he should do. Protect and provide. Okay, you hear that, Martel? Now, they're saying that the High Point Police Department said on December 28th that a woman was training to be a manager at a McDonald's on South Main Street when one of her employees were said to be disrespecting her. It says in response that the woman called her husband, which she should have done, who happened to be a 57-year-old Mr. Dwayne Walden Sr., a pastor at Elevated Life International Ministries and semi-truck driver, okay, and told him she wanted help. They're saying it shortly after that witnesses told police that when Walden arrived at the McDonald's that he made his way behind the counter and targeted the employee. It says that Walden allegedly grabbed the victim's neck with both hands and pushed their head towards one of the deep fryers in the kitchen. Damn, he was on demon time. Said that police also said that Walden allegedly punched the victim several times in the face and did not stop striking him until multiple employees intervened and were able to successfully pull him off the victim. Ooh, child. Now, they're saying the police claim that the victim suffered a large contusion to the forehead and to the right eye, and there were scratches on his neck, which showed that he was attacked. Now, they're saying that emergency responses crews rushed to the scene. However, the victim had his family take him to the nearby hospital because he didn't want that bill. Now, they're saying that Walden was arrested and charged for assault and battery and was released on a $1,000 bond. Okay, he is due back in court on January 22nd, okay, following the incident. So, hey, yes, child. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. He's probably going to get, hopefully, probation. I hope he don't get no time behind it because he was, he was trying to stick up for his wife because some of these disrespectful, y'all know at McDonald's, they hire them little young kids. And sometimes they can be disrespectful as hell. Them little young cats can be disrespectful, especially to women. They weren't raised to respect women and not run up in women's face because they would run up on a woman and fight a woman in a hot damn minute. So I'm happy that she called her husband and he went up there and straightened it out. Unfortunately, he's in some trouble with the law. I mean, pastors can get buck too. I mean, hell, pastors will snap off on your ass too if you run the wrong way. My husband is like that about me. He don't play. Like, let a man disrespect me, he gonna get in your ass. Like, period. And I'm that way. If a woman disrespect him, I stand up. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's your help me, and I'm there to help me. Even if it's ass whooping, okay? Period. Don't disrespect. All right. That's what it gives. Okay. Ooh, child. For real, people better stand down out here because people are not playing, okay? Now, I saw a post, guys, where it says that a husband, honey, is ready to divorce his wife after finding out her body count was over 340 men. Good God Almighty. That's a lot of bodies, y'all. That's a lot of bodies. Now, I guess the question is, if you were married to someone, because they were married, you guys, for like 10 years, okay? This particular story, and this really happened. They were married for over 10 years, rather. And they just had a conversation just sporadically. And the wife told the husband that her body count was 340 people. And he is now saying that he wants to divorce her because he feels that that's just too many. It's too many, you know. She was sitting on too many schlongs. Like, that's too much action for him. But my thing is this, it's always a double standard when it comes to men and women. And I'm not saying that that's not gross, because that's totally gross. That's too many. Like, that's too many. 10 is a lot. So 340 people up in you, that's a lot of spirits in your body, girl. But and not to judge nobody, because shit, girl, I don't know what you're going through, but you need 340 bodies in you. But shit. Yeah, that's a lot. But he's saying that, like, yeah, I want to get divorced because that's a lot of bodies. What y'all think? Do you think that he should divorce her after they've been married for over a decade? Because she gave this particular information to him, he's feeling away, like he don't want to continue the marriage as a result. What y'all think? I don't know if she should have told him that shit. Like, maybe you should have kept that to yourself, because now your marriage is getting ready to be over after like 10 years that you've invested, girl. Like, maybe you should have said 5. I ain't saying you should have lied to him. 340, like, that's extreme for a woman. Like, men, we expect that out of men because we know they're gonna be out here child just humping and doing stuff because they manage. Like, some men could be managed like that, but damn, for a woman, that's a lot. That they said, wow, the size of a girl. Oh, that's a lot. I don't know about that one. Women, would you have told your husband that you had 340 men prior to him? That shit is wild. That is wild. I don't know about that one. But that's a crazy story. I said I wanted to bring that up in my show because, yo, 10 years of marriage and he wants to leave you now that he found out that somebody that you were with people prior. I feel like they may be selfish. And then in a way, maybe he feels like that you might, have some, I don't know. I don't call nobody no 304s out here, but that's what it was given prior to, girl. What y'all think? Y'all can put it in the chat. I love comment. Y'all, I welcome all comments, okay? That shit is wild, though. That's wild. All right, so right up on another topic that I thought was kind of, I don't know if I want to say it's funny or what, but it's very, very interesting. Okay. Now, Tank sat down with Stevie Wonder's ex-drummer, okay, who reveals that back in the day, because y'all know Stevie Wonder is blind, okay? Now, this drummer says that back in the day that Stevie Wonder got into a fight with him and whooped his ass back in the day. Ain't that shit crazy? Steve, let me find out Stevie Wonder is out here. How you get your ass whooped by a blind man? Let's start there. Like, what's up with your bob and your weave? Like, you couldn't dodge. Like, hell, he can't see you. So if he over here, you over here. Like, what is going on? How you stand there and get your ass whooped by somebody blind? That shit's crazy. But let's go ahead and play what what he had to say. This shit's funny. All right.
But no, he can't see. But I'll tell you this, you wouldn't know it. No, of course, yeah. He's incredible. I mean, when I got in the band, man, I remember he got into an argument with the drummer. And I don't know why, man. The drummer, by the way, Stevie, at those days, he's only a few years older than me. So he was young. He was built, ripped, buffed. His push-ups and the whole thing. And the drummer got an attitude and said, man, I'm tired of Stevie. Put a blindfold on me. I'm going to fight Stevie. I'm thinking, this is not a good idea. This is just not a good idea. Hey, put a blindfold on Stevie. The drum. This is the way on me, so I can fight Stevie Wonder. This is the way I got my best friend Ollie Brown in the band. is the drummer got. I think if the drummer's gone, then I can get my guy in. But it wasn't that. It was like, here's the moment.
You
where
said
the drummer.
You was
the drummer get ready.
You want to fight Stevie, don't you?
I got the blindfold on me. Yeah, let's get. I put the blindfold on him, and we put the blindfold on the drummer, and they gonna duke it out. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
And you should have seen the guy. The guy, man, is doing like this. He's trying to find Stevie, and every time he went, bam! I mean, it was like just punch. I mean, straight punch. We just went on for a couple of minutes, and we threw the towel. We were like, you got to stop. Stevie killed him down. Oh, Stevie was beating him down. I don't think he got one punch on Stevie.
Damn.
And every time he, bam! Because he could hear it. Heightened. And he was hitting the guy so fast, and it was just like, this ain't no fight. This ain't no fair. Toe in the towel. Throw in the towel like Rocky. Throw in the towel.
Now they took off the blindfold.
But how about this? If he took the blindfold off, he may still have gotten the same ass. Got the same ass whoop. Yeah, he would have probably got because Stevie was ripped. He was built.
This is great. Stevie beat niggas up, man.
You are killing me right now. Yeah.
Get a drummer something.
Get a drummer something.
Y'all, what y'all think about that? But y'all know they do say like when one of your senses are gone, like your other senses are strong. But somebody said that's funny as hell. But they say that though, when one sense is kind of weak, the other senses are strong. So he was able to go by like his hearing. His hearing was more heightened, so he could hear like where dude was, and he was tearing his ass up. I was like, yo, Stevie, damn. But yeah, they said blind people do have a higher sense, and I said, oh my God. So he was like, damn, I might need to take my blindfold off and just fight because my ass tore up thoroughly over here fooling with damn Stevie. Stevie had them hands, y'all. Stevie got a bunch of kids too, so Stevie got a lot going on over there. Stevie got some kids. How many kids? I think I saw a post where it said like Stevie got about 9 or 10 kids. He got a bunch of kids, y'all. I was like, yikes. Stevie is out here doing the damn thing. I ain't even mad at it. All right, Ty. So Tamar, she's back in the news. She is mad. She speaks again on the leaked video of Krishan Rock and Tony's interaction because people were going in on Tony acting bougie and not wanting to hold Krishan Rock's hand doing this prayer that they were having backstage before Tamar performed. So Tamar came back to speak out about it. Child, she's snapping off.
I had to get on here because Tony's not going to say nothing. And the last time somebody said something about me, everybody was like, y'all defend yourself, but today is the day. It is D-Day. So we're going to finally talk about it. So let's talk about it. So this video today was leaked from my dressing room, which usually I have no one in my dressing room before a show when it's time to pray. It's just, my immediate staff, right? So when Krishan walked in, the reason why my face looked like what is because, like, first of all, who is it? And why wasn't nobody stopped at the door? 2, Tony and Krishan did not know who each other was, all right? So Tony was like, well, who is this person coming in between me and my sister? Me and Tony both, when it's time to pray, we in our dressing room, don't nobody come and interrupt, period. That's just something that we do. That's actually something that I learned from her. Praise the Lord, saints. I had to get on here because Tony's not going to say nothing.
Child.
So, first of all, my sister has lupus, an autoimmune disorder, okay? If I get sick, if you get sick, it's no big deal. If she gets sick, she go to the hospital. So what she not gonna do is touch a stranger's hand, embrace a stranger. She don't know Krishan from Adam, okay? And so when she walked in, it kind of startled everybody. So let's just address that there, okay? You see that? And at the end, Tony patted her on the shoulder. Okay, and actually that was the first time that I met Krishan when she walked in the door. Yeah, that's why I turned around and
We actually had so much fun tonight, Lord God, and bring us back
it changes things
to our families.
Amen. So, let's move on to the next subject. Yep, that is good. Yep, when we do it, he's able. So, this is the picture in the middle of my show when they was introduced to each other. Introduced to each other. We started talking about birthday. So, first of all, my sister has lupus.
She is doing a lot.
Coming from a whole bunch of siblings, and everything was all fine and dandy. Let me tell you something. Tony Braxton don't stay for nobody's concert. She don't stay backstage. She sings and she leaves, not even hers. She stayed most of the time. We had a blast. It was cool. That's Billy Woodruff over here beside Tony best friend. Everything was great. Everybody was happy. No beef. No drama. Okay? Now let's move on to the next slide because today is D-Day. Since people want to sell videos, people want to, just put everybody on blast.
Good morning, everyone.
And have people come up with their own stories. Today is the day of the real story. So let's move on. Okay, this right here is right after James get busted in the face for the 1-2 bow back. Okay, that is still in my dressing room. So we talking about, coming from a whole bunch of siblings.
Y'all see that?
Yes. I'm trying. I didn't do nothing to that girl. Oh! Is that the hit that we made up? Oh! Now see, James is my best friend and I would never ever do him. Look at my baby lip. I would never ever do him like that. But at this point, it has gotten above and beyond out of control. Okay? Nobody is lying on nobody. We want no trouble. That's the legendary Tony Braxton. Okay? Nobody needed a clap. Okay? Hello, nobody's trying to get on Zeus. Well, that was a good friend of mine. If I wanted to show, I would have to. Yeah, what's your nose? We wanted to show. Yes. So do you want to press charges or you just... Yes. Busted. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if y'all will read, this happened today.
So y'all see that's where he was hit by Krishan, okay, with all them damn rings on. I see y'all putting that she is very extra. Tamar works on my damn nerves. So she did show the video proving that James was assaulted by Krishan and how Krishan kind of walked in while they were doing their, normal prayer backstage prior to her going on stage to perform. She did kind of break the prayer up and they were looking like, who's this person and why is she coming in here? That I do give it because I said it yesterday. When somebody is praying, I was always taught you stand still and then once the prayer is over, then you proceed to do whatever you're going to do. That's just in respect and or reference to God. You don't interrupt a prayer and you don't talk and be walking around. Okay, so I get it that Krishan was not taught that, but it was giving that Tony was kind of, I guess, acting bougie. That's how people were looking at it, and they were dragging the hell out of Tony for how she was acting real nice, nasty towards Krishan when she didn't want to hold her hand, when she was kind of putting her hand over to hold her hand like everybody else was doing during the prayer, because Tony was holding the person's hand next to her and she was holding Tamar's hand. So they was like, oh, why would you not hold Krishan's hand if she's coming in the middle because everyone else is holding hands? So Tamar's trying to say, well, my sister has lupus, sister, but you had lupus when you were holding this other person's hand. So it was just giving weird vibes. I don't know. I ain't gonna tell nobody who hand they need to hold, but it was given that you were trying to take up for Tony because they were going in on her. It wasn't a good look, okay? I like Tamar. She's just too fucking extra. If she could just sing and all that other extra stuff would be great. Tamar just sing and all the other stuff, girl, let it go. But thank you, girl, for explaining that, but we don't give a damn. All right, period. I'm over it. All right, so in the world today, honey, let's talk about what's going on in the world today. The world is coming to an end very fast here. If you read over in Revelations, it says earthquakes in diverse places and all these other things is going on. There was a powerful earthquake, guys, that hit Japan on New Year's Day, triggering a tsunami warning. Okay, yes, and this really happened. You can go it's verifiable. All right, yes, it did. All right.
News from Japan, where a series of earthquakes, one of them registering at a 7.6 magnitude, have hit the west coast of the country's mainland. We have video capturing the moment that massive quake rocked Ishikawa with waves slamming the coast. Look at that. Another video shows a roof collapsing. The quakes opened up major cracks in the earth and started a series of fires. A tsunami warning has been issued for those living on the coast, and many have been urged to evacuate. Coastal waves could reach 16 feet. We begin with breaking news from Japan, where a series of earthquakes, one of them registering at a 7.6 magnitude, have hit the west coast of the country's mainland. We have video capturing the moment that massive quake rocked Ishikawa with waves slamming the coast. Look at that. Another video shows a roof collapsing. The quakes opened up major cracks in the earth and started a series of fires. A tsunami warning has been issued for those living on the coast, and many have been urged to evacuate. Coastal waves could reach 16 feet. We begin
Wow,
with news.
that's scary. I would not have wanted to be in no damn Japan when that happened. That is super scary. I don't care. What do y'all think? Oh my God. Prayers to everybody over in Japan and what they're dealing with over there. 16-foot waves. That is like, that's insane. Like, child, folk better start praying around here. Okay. People better start praying. Like, that's scary. That is, I would not want to be in the middle of that. And I know out in California, because I have a friend of mine who lives there, they always be having earthquakes. But a 7.6, like, that's huge. 7.6, and then tsunamis and all that other stuff added to it, fires and the damn ground splitting up. Like, that's some scary stuff. I would not want to be in the middle of that. So prayers to everybody in Japan and what they're dealing with. Somebody said a plane just blew up in Japan today. They have been devil worshiping over there. Oh, child, see, I done told you now. The Lord ain't pleased now. All these fake pastors too. All these fake pastors. Speaking of fake pastors, let me see, can I find a video? Because I was looking at it last night and I said, oh, I know the devil not. I know you did not. Ooh, child. Let me see, can I find this damn video? Where this pastor hunting for New Year's Eve was up in there playing this whole let me see you swag and surf and all that in the damn church. I said, y'all doing a lot. What's the man's name, Lord? William Murphy in Atlanta. His church is getting a lot of feedback for, and it looked like a club scene, guys, where everybody was like holding on to each other going, y'all know the song, let me see you swag, let me see you. That song, they were doing that in church, y'all. They were playing the song, which have like curse words in it, calling girls hoes and stuff. They were playing this in church, and everybody in the church was like dancing like it was a club, like they was on that. I was like, whatever happened to like gospel music and people respecting church and like the body of Christ? That was like, man, weird to see the pastor up there swagging and surfing to this craziness. I was like, y'all, no, that's giving too much. Like, at the end of the day, y'all gonna have to stop this playing with God in church. Like, I'm not for that. I told you I grew up in church. So for people to be playing secular music in church where there's cursing and songs where people are being called hoes and all that, and let me see you twerk and all that, that was unheard of to be heard in or played in church. Like, I don't like stuff like that. And I was reading the comments, and a few people was like, oh, that used to be my church. Like, I used to go there. And a few Sundays ago, I stopped going because of stuff like this. Like, people are leaving church, and it's sad that the church is where people are supposed to go to like be uplifted, to be able to pray, to be able to, when they're going through stuff, they need to go and clear their spirit, clear their mind, their heart. Like, sometimes just a simple song can take you out of a place that you're in. But when you go to the church and you see secular music and stuff being played and people dancing in the world being brought in the church and it's being accepted, that type of stuff will turn people away from God completely. And when you turn away from God, where else do you go? Like, where else do you go when you're going through something so bad, when you've had a hellified day at work, your house is chaotic, you're going through so much, you're depressed, and so much is on you spiritual wise and any other type wise. Your mind is not clear, and you just need some type of breakthrough to go to church and to hear, a good word or something like that. And you get there and it's a mess. It's crazy. That's why I keep telling people, please read your Bible for yourself. Stop putting people like pastors and people of the cloth on pedestals to where they're having this godlike complex to where they think that they're God and above everyone else. Pray for yourself. God hears everyone's prayer. He just designated this person to be in a certain position to be over people's souls. But listen, pray for yourself. Stop going to these mega churches, giving all your money and believing everything that these people say. And I'm not trying to turn no one away from church. Don't get me messed up over here. I'm not trying to tell people not to go to church. But what I'm saying is, know God for yourself. Pray for yourself. Read your Bible so that you can be accountable for the things that's in it and not just hearing what somebody else is telling you. Because how do you know that what they're telling you is fact? How do you know that if you don't read it for yourself? I read every morning I pray. And y'all know that if you follow me, I say it all the time. I get up, that's my time, that's my morning. I'm not even gonna call it a ritual because that just seems weird. But that's just my morning routine. When I get up in the morning, I pray and I thank God for waking me, number one. I pray that I have a great day, that God orders my steps and that he protects me and mine, and that nothing bad comes against me. Like that's my whole thing every morning. I don't care what's going on. I don't care how I feel. If I wake up not feeling good, it's still my routine. I pray every day and throughout the day. You have to. I've had times where I've had to control alt delete at work when I'm having such a hellified day. I will go in that bathroom and I will shut that stall and I will pray. Me and God. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what nobody else think. That's how I was raised. I was raised old school by my grandparents and by my parents. And that's how I was raised, to pray. God will answer prayers, but you have to know God for yourself. Stop relying on other people and what they say and they think. Like, stop doing that. The world is going to hell in a handbag. And it's so sad that people, and I see stuff like this, and I be like, oh my God, that's scary. That is scary to play with God like that. That's scary. Stuff that's being said about TD Jakes and all this other stuff with these pastors, and you know the way to go, and you decide to go the opposite direction, and you lead people the wrong way, knowingly. There is a certain price to pay for stuff like that. There's a certain price to pay for people who do things like that. You are held for a certain standard, and you should not be in church playing secular music. That is a sacred place, especially standing in the pulpit up there doing the swag and stuff. So wonder you didn't get struck down. For real, y'all. People better stop. Pray. Learn God for yourself, okay? And stop always listening to what other people say, because we're getting very, very close to the end time, guys. Okay, like hell is real. I know people don't like to believe it is, but hell is real. I'm not trying to preach to anybody, but when I saw that, I was just like, oh my God, that's the nerve of people. The nerve of people to feel like they can play with God like that without any type of anything. It's so crazy. It's crazy. But let's continue, Lord. Let's continue, Lord. All right, so let me get more. I think I got one more. I think I got one more thing to talk about. Y'all, that just, that really touched me, because I said, Lord. Okay, I did want to talk about this one too, with Will Smith's child, talking about he was scared when he went on a date with Pepa from Salt and Pepper. Okay. Are you scared because you used to being with the opposite sex, allegedly? Because that's what's been put out there. He said he went on a date with Pepa from Salt and Pepper, and she scared him. I was like, boy, bye. What you scared of? Let's get into this stupid mess.
On a date one time. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
We went on a date one time.
I know exactly what happened.
What happened?
Another.
Yeah, no, we allowed to talk about it, because so we ain't do nothing. We just.
Okay, you were very nice.
And it was LA, right?
Yes.
I feel like we went for a drive.
We did, but this was one of the date
Yeah.
that you won and you beat us out.
Yeah.
And then you were so happy. It was like, let's go celebrate.
Yeah.
And then we were out and you saw a homeless person, and you gave the homeless person $100. And it was so nice. And then we went to the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I think you and Tretch had been broke up for a minute. So in my mind, when I was trying to spit my game, but I ain't really have nothing. Because you were because my concern was that I was gonna get killed. So
That was a legit concern.
We went on a date.
He is such a cornball. He is such a cornball. That's him. That's him with Salt and Pepper, okay? Because y'all know they said Will been kind of dibbling and dabbling with the whole dude stuff since all the way back at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So it's weird that he would be out here trying to be going on a date with Pepper Child. But I get that you were scared, because y'all know Tretch was still in and out of the picture, okay? Because y'all know Tretch was something else back in the day. Tretch was something else, and he'd be ready to snap off on somebody's ass about Pepper. Like, he could date other people, but when it came to her, it was no. I don't like guys like that. Like, We need the same energy. If you out dating, why you think I got to sit home and do nothing until you feel like you're available again to be dating me? Like, I'm not gonna be on that. If you're dating, I'm dating. Like, if you out, I'm out. Like, don't be thinking I'm sitting home while you out having fun. Okay, like Candy says, when you out in the club, don't think I'm not. When you out to eat and doing what you're doing, please don't think I'm not. That's the energy I'm on. Child, goodbye. Oh my God, but that's the way Trent used to be, child. And he was crazy back in the day. Oh God. All right, so I do have one more topic that we're gonna do because I'm trying to be done by 8:30 because I got something else that I gotta do, honey, at work. Okay. Let me get one more topic that I pulled for you guys. And I'm gonna let y'all go, honey, because I know y'all got lots of stuff to do today. And so do I. I hope you guys are enjoying the topics that we're talking about this morning. Okay, here you go. I want to talk about this.
I look crazy right now.
Hold on. All right, so a woman says that y'all know who DJ Akademics is, claims that there was a threesome that went on inside his house, but she says that she was actually sexually assaulted by the men, and DJ Akademic was also involved in that as well, according to this woman. He's saying that he was asleep during this time. Now, I don't know who be sleeping doing threesomes. I don't know how that works, but DJ Akademic says that when you woke up, that she says that when she woke up, the DJ Akademics was on top of her, and that a R word kit was actually done. Okay, so this shit is crazy. All right, so she's claiming that Akademics was also involved in this said incident where she was actually R-worded. Okay, so let me let her tell you.
I just went to your house. I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened, Akademics. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought. Like, we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You raped me too. And a rape kit was done. You know what? I'm going to come back with my own story. This what you wanted, you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long. I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue.
Shaming her now. I'm shaming her. I said to her, yo, I'm going to keep it a bean with you, bro. You came to my house and had 2 niggas just fuck you raw. I ain't seen no condom, no nothing. I said, yo, you should go get tested, man. Like, you done. I said, that's wild, yo. You should go get tested, bro. And from that moment, she started, like, because the denial shifted, and she kept, like, trying to, like, pivot on the denial to, yo, send me the video. Yo, I'm pretty sure I didn't fuck him. And I'm like, bro, you fucked him. And she was like, no, look again. And now I'm getting super tight because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to watch this video of you getting fucked, my nigga. Like, it's on my surveillance. Like, bro, like, I was fucking with you. Like, what? You want to watch the video of you getting fucked? Cool. She keeps saying that, whatever. She then tells me, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna keep it a bit about everything. My homies did not tell me they fucked her. At that point, I only seen on my security camera. My homies did not tell. Remember, he woke me up that night shaming her now.
He's lying. Because why you doing, first of all, too much stuttering, and then you jumping all over the place, okay? Either you saw it or you saw it on the... First of all, he was trying to say, like, he's actually saw it, but then he tried to say he saw it on a surveillance camera. Like, how you seeing it when you actually involved? Like, cut it out, bro. DJ Akademic be doing a lot. He be doing a lot. You do a lot, sir. This woman says that she woke up and you were on top of her. Now, I don't think that she was so out of it to where she don't know your face. If she known you for 2 years, then she know when she open her eyes and look up and she see your face, she know that's you. So please stop with the whole, I didn't do that. I didn't have nothing to do with it. It was the homies that did it. Sir. And she done went and had an R-word kit done too. So you might be going down here real soon, in addition to the other people who she said violated her as well. I wouldn't have been over there like that. I'm sorry. And I'm not blaming her. I'm not victim blaming, but we got to stop putting ourselves in situations to where we're going to be violated by people like that. I don't want to be around a whole bunch of guys like that as well, to where, like I'm drinking and I'm so out of it to where I don't know what the hell I'm doing or what's happening around me. I don't ever get that drunk anyway. If I'm drinking, especially if I'm out, I'm never to the point where I'm not aware of what's going on. Okay. If I got to throw hands, I need to be able to do that, even if I done had a few sips. But bottom line is we cannot be in situations to where men can do things like that. Like what I'm trying to figure out, what was she doing over there with all these guys with just her? Okay. Somebody says you can hear her pain. You can hear her pain in terms of what she was saying. And I feel like what she was saying is true. Let me play it one more time.
I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened. Academics, you know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought. Like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You raped me too. And a rape kit was done. You know what? I'm going to come back with my own story. This what you wanted? You're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long. I look crazy right now.
I want to see how this pan out because I believe her. I'm sorry. I believe her. I don't feel like she would have what reason would she have to lie about that? Okay, what reason would she have to lie about it? And she known you for 2 years, like I said. She would know if she woke up and saw you, you know. I don't know why, like I said, I don't know what she was doing over there with all those guys, and that's irrelevant. Even if she was there, it still doesn't give you the right to violate her, okay? It does not give you the right to violate her in any sense of the word. And then for him to try to flip it and make it seem like, oh, she just this thought. Like, no. Regardless to if she was a thought, it still does not give you the right to violate this person, okay? If it was not consensual, then it's the R word. If she did not give you permission to touch her or do whatever was done to her, it was not consensual. If she was knocked out and you forced yourself on her, that was not consensual. People need to understand that. So if she's pressing charges, that means, sir, you are going to be going to jail for the R word. That's going to be the end of your damn career. And anybody else that was at your house that participated in said incident, okay? Yes. So the post says that a woman who Academic was talking about in his video said that she was actually R-worded by him and the other men, and this happened at his house. And you're saying you have surveillance video? Great, because cops are going to want to see that, okay? Cops are going to want to see that same surveillance that you're sitting on video saying that you had and that you watched and have proof of said incident, okay, sir? While you're always sitting on your, and I don't like him because he's always talking junk about women. And it might be a complex because you might have some stuff to where you ain't came out quite yet. And those usually be the men that always have negative stuff to say about women and always calling women hoes and stuff like that, sir. It's given that you might have some situations that you might need to see within yourself of why you see women in that way. You're always aggressive towards women, but you didn't have that same energy when Saucy Santana stepped to you. You were on the pipe down versus the turn up when Saucy Santana stepped to you about your mouth. But now you have the video popping off and being disrespectful, trying to call this girl a thought when she says you violated her. And I hope she pressed charges, and I hope she does what needs to be done so that she can get some justice behind this situation. Because too many women get R-worded. I don't give a damn if she was dressed inappropriately. Which women we should not be like, don't be dressing too thottish like that because, and then that does not give a person a right to violate you. Now, I don't want nobody saying that. But carry yourself in a way to where certain things will not happen to you. You can't walk around your ass out and say, oh, why you touch me like that? We have a lot of managed men out here that will feel like they are entitled to touch somebody in a way that they should not because of how a woman carries herself. I would not be at no house with no house full of guys but just me for some shit to happen and then I'm at the mercy of them. I don't give a hot damn. Like, no, I'm not putting myself in situations like that. If I'm going to a party somewhere and it's all guys, like, I'm be like, where the girls at? Where my girls at? Ain't that what 702 said? 702 said, where my girls at? From the front to back. Where y'all at? I'm not caring. Ain't gonna be there. No. That's the first question I'm asking. If there's a party, who there? Who's gonna be there? Because I ain't gonna be over there. Okay, period. That's just how it goes. You're not putting me in those situations where I get violated. F that. But that is our show for the day, guys. Thank y'all so much for spending your morning with me. Okay. Somebody said, but it's about self-respect and it's displayed. It says a decent man will respect it. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. But they also feel like they have rights to certain women when they dress and they carry themselves in certain ways. If they feel like they're thottish and they're loose women like that. Men nowadays, I don't know what it is about men. Nowadays, they don't respect women. They don't respect women, especially the ones that walk around half clothed with their ass cheeks out and their breast out. And they feel like, oh, I can touch her. And, you know, she's just cool with it because of how she's portraying herself. And that's just not fact. If she don't give you permission to touch her, keep your damn hands to yourself, period. Prayers to this young lady. I hope that she gets the justice that she's looking for. And I hope DJ Academic and everybody else involved pays for what happened. Okay. Period. But thank y'all for being here. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. Mods, thank you for doing such an awesome job of keeping the trolling down. And any content creators that joined this live this morning, thank y'all for being here as well. You guys have a blessed day. Do not be stressed, honey. Remember to pray. Okay. Remember to pray today. All right. And keep them devils up out of there. All right. Thank y'all so much. Be safe. And until next time, I will see you guys later on for our pop in today. Okay. Love you guys down. Enjoy your day and be blessed. And goodbye.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wings.